You asked, can you bump start a fuel injected motorcycle? So as I push this KLX 230S up the hill here, we're gonna find that answer right now. This is attempt number 1. Cruising down the hill. I'm gonna shift into 3rd, dropping it right now. I am going to leave the key in the on position so that we can drain this battery. Just walked it up the hill. I am too fat for this. Here we go again. Oh, holy cow. I almost did it. Hey, Matt here, and welcome to Mob Street. Now, with this KLX 230S that I'm out here with right now, one of the most common questions that I got asked with it is whether or not you could bump start a fuel injected motorcycle. This has got a 32mm key in, DFI, digital fuel injection. That was one of the things that I really wondered about the bike as well. Can you bump start a fuel injected motorcycle? So I like to think that my test was fairly comprehensive, you know, very in-depth, where the very first thing I did was disconnect the battery and take the negative cable. I wrapped it up so that it didn't hit anything else, completely disconnected the battery, and these are the results. Okay, I've got my key on, my run switch on, nothing on the dash. Came up the road a bit. We're gonna try to jump start it, bump start it. This is attempt number 1. Cruising down the hill. I'm gonna shift into 3rd, dropping it right now. Negative, nothing. Didn't even try. I'm gonna drop it down into 5th gear and see what it does this time. 3rd gear, the wheel didn't even spin, so no good. Here we go again. Oh, holy cow. I almost did it. That was actually pretty crazy. It started almost. That was 1st gear. Let's try this again. Here we go. Let's try 1st gear and see what it does. Why? Why is it doing that? Here we go again. Cool. It tries to, but it doesn't want to stay. Drop this into 2nd gear. All my switches are on. Come on. Ooh, it's trying. You know, I don't think it's gonna work. Just tried to push start it again, down the hill, bump start it, and this attempt, the battery is completely disconnected. I pulled the negative cable off and just dropped it into 2nd gear. It tried, but I don't think that this system is set up to run all the electronics without the aid of the battery. So next test, I'm gonna drain the battery completely. Now, keep in mind, this is a brand new bike and I don't have another battery to go in here. So I'm gonna leave the key in the on position. After I hook the battery back up, I'm gonna leave the key in the on position and just let the battery drain, and then we will run this test again. So this is gonna be like, hey, I pulled it into the garage and I forgot to turn the key off. All right, coming out here to the garage. It's only been about an hour and a half after I left the key on, and that is what our dash looks like. You know what? I'm actually going to shut that off because if you can hear that, that is, I think, our EFI or our fuel pump trying to cycle. So, battery's dead. Have barely anything on the dash. Time to test. That's what this test is gonna basically replicate. So, key on. Now the gauge won't even light up. So, we're gonna, let's see, adjust that a little bit. We're gonna put her into second gear. Roll down the hill. We shift up to second. Get us some speed. There you go. Now, the question is, will it stay running? There you have it. I was actually thoroughly surprised that you could bump start a fuel injected bike with the battery still connected. There was not enough juice to start the battery, not enough juice to turn it over, nothing in the battery. And this sucker, once I popped that into second gear, it fired right up and took off. Now, I did ride around for a while to make sure that I got the battery charged back up, but I will be putting what's called a battery tender lead or a pigtail lead on here so that I can charge the battery so I can get it back up to where it needs to be, because this was brand new before I did that. So I will put the link to the battery, to the tender lead, to all the battery tenders and all that stuff in the description down below. And I hope that we finally set this right here, this question to rest about whether or not you could bump start a fuel injected motorcycle. So if you need anything for your bike, whether it's the battery or the tender lead or even the battery tenders, check the links down below. Those are affiliate links that I have for the channel. They help me make more videos like this, and they are at no extra cost to you. So I hope you found this video informative. Questions, comments, put those down below. And as always, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and follow along. I'm Matt. This is Mob Street 2022 KLX 230S, and thanks for watching.